Hey, heroes! Get ready for a wild ride as we explore what if Deku rents a girlfriend, part 1 in today's video. But before we dive in, make sure to hit subscribe and ring the notification bell. Also, check out my second channel, Snuggy Dude, for more Deku fanfics. Link in description. Let's make this adventure epic, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. After Izuku fell into that place in a not so smooth way, he was taken in by a family for about 3 years. In the first few days, Izuku kept to himself, and with his great intelligence, he figured out that he wasn't in his own dimension. Just finding out that there were no heroes and villains there now calmed him. Now, at 19 years old, Izuku entered the university on a scholarship, even getting in a year earlier than usual, as people at that university usually start at 20 years old. Currently, he is getting his things ready to move to an apartment closer to the school. Izuku, my weights? Oh, I already put them in the car, ha. Checking that he already loaded them. I think everything is ready now. Closing the back of the car. I'm done, father. Approaching a man. Father, oh, Izuku, take these. Giving Izuku some keys. Tell me names, or if any of you want, I can put it as the father, 3, and also a name for the wife, as I might include them in other chapters. Izuku, what? Are these for my apartment? Father, no, they're for the car. It's a gift for you. Smiling at him. Izuku, really? With small tears. Father, even though you're 19, you cry very quickly. With a drop on his forehead. Izuku, I'm sorry, hee. Thank you so much. With a bow. Father, son, it's not that big a deal, hee. Just don't crash it, I can't buy you cars like they're underwear. Giving him a stern look, and Izuku nervously nods. Izuku, hi. And my mother? Father, she's bringing something, she didn't tell me what. Then the mother arrives with a tray. Father, what were you doing, dear? Mother, I brought something for you to eat, son. Giving the tray to Izuku, the boy, upon seeing what was in it, had starry eyes. Izuku, Katsudon drooling. Mother, it's for your journey, hee. Izuku, thanks to both of you. With another bow, say goodbye to my little sister, please. Smiling slightly. Father, no problem, we'll let her know then. Smiling as best as he could. Izuku, it seems like we won't see each other again, haha, and I'm just moving to the other side of the city. Sticking his tongue out comically. Father, I know, but you know how dramatic we are, especially your mother. Receiving a hit from the girl. Izuku, hee, see you later. Going back to the car. Father and mother, take care. Waving as they go back to the house. Izuku, likewise. Getting into the car, what awaits me at that school, heading to his new home. Upon arrival, Izuku sees some small apartments. Izuku, I could have stayed with my parents and used the car. Thinking of not staying there, but I have to become independent. Starting to unload things from the car. Izuku, the good thing is that I have them in boxes, or else that girl over there would be watching me like a crazy person carrying these boxes with various weights as if it's nothing, looking at a girl with glasses next to her door. The girl just watched with a drop on her forehead as Izuku carried a box, but it was huge, even larger than a refrigerator and just as wide as an oven. I still wonder, how the heck did that fit in the car? Greater than V movie magic, V. Girl, decides to go into her apartment but peeks out a bit from the door. Izuku, well. I think I exaggerated. Trying to fit the box through the door but it doesn't fit Opens the box to put all the things in one by one. The girl watched what he was doing and noticed that the things the boy was taking out were all very heavy. Girl, doesn't it seriously hurt him to carry so much? Thought incredulously. As Izuku kept putting things in, the girl decided to go talk to him. Girl, hello. Arriving, adjusting her glasses. Izuku, Looks at the girl, hi hello. Grabbing the last box and closing the car. Is something wrong? Chizuru, I just wanted to introduce myself, after all, you'll be my neighbor, right? Izuku, oh. That's fine, it's very normal. I'm Midoriya Izuku, nice to meet you. Smiling at her. Chizuru Mizuhara, my goddess. Chizuru, I am. I shouldn't tell him my name, right? Thinking, and Izuku waits, confused by the girl's pause. Izuku, are you okay? Raising an eyebrow. Chizuru, why yes, don't worry. I don't think I talked to him much, let alone rented from him, so it doesn't matter. I'm Mizuhara Chizuru, nice to meet you. With a smile. Izuku, nice to meet you, Mizuhara-san. See you later. With a small bow, he says goodbye and goes to his apartment to arrange his things. Chizuru watches him leave and decides to go to her apartment. Izuku, well, that's it. Throwing himself on his bed, which was better than Kazuya's, I guess I'll have to look for a job now. I'm going to have a long day, getting up lazily and going to make something to eat. Oh. Right. I need to go shopping. Comically crying ha. My katsudon. With stars in his eyes, he goes to his car. How could I forget my beautiful food? Quickly leaving the apartment. Chizuru, coming out of her apartment, sees Izuku almost floating towards his car in the distance. Chizuru, what the heck is he doing? Looking at Izuku, damn, I have to leave. Checking the time, she quickly goes to the stairs. Izuku, upon hearing someone coming down the stairs, looks at Chizuru and is left in awe. Izuku, upon hearing someone coming down the stairs, looks at Chizuru and is left in awe. Izuku, eh? Comically falling to the ground. Chizuru, what's wrong, Midoriya-kun? Passing by him, damn, I have to go, helping the boy get up. Izuku, and nothing. Blushing, going to his car. Chizuru, what's wrong with him? I don't have time, about to leave but sees Izuku opening the car and gets an idea. Midoriya-kun. Going to him. Izuku, do you need something? With a somewhat squeaky voice at first. Chizuru, yes. Can you give me a ride to work, please? With a bow, I'm running late to where I need to be. Izuku, oh, sure, then get in. Pointing to the passenger door. On the way, no one spoke, but Chizuru decided to speak. Chizuru, sorry for asking for a ride when you were going somewhere else, Midoriya-kun. Izuku, no problem, after all, I wasn't going to leave, hee. Turning into a street. Chizuru, then why were you going to the car? Izuku, I left my food back there. Pointing to the back seats and sees a tray the girl left. Chizuru, oh, so you were going to eat, hee. Then sorry for not letting you eat, and also we're getting to know each other, and I just asked you for a favor. Sighing. Izuku, I already said it's okay, Mizuhara-san. Did you want me to drop you off here? Pointing to a cafe. Chizuru, yes. Please. Izuku, do you work there? Chizuru, well, I'll tell you later. Avoiding the topic. Izuku, okay? Then, I'll get off too. Braking the car. Chizuru, why? Izuku, what's wrong? I'm just going to buy a coffee and see if there's a job opening. Is there something wrong? Confused. Chizuru, sorry, hee. Scratching her cheek. Izuku, well, let's go then. Getting out of the car with the girl. Chizuru, thank you so much for bringing me, Midoriya-kun. Standing next to the boy. Izuku, no problem. I don't even believe I apologize so much. Right? Glancing at the readers. Chizuru, I hope that guy isn't at the place yet, going to the cafe, and Izuku follows. Izuku, I really crave a cappuccino with my katsudon, daydreaming and drooling. Izuku and Chizuru, upon entering, the girl immediately spots a customer from her work. Chizuru, goodbye, Midoriya-kun, for bringing me. Going to the customer. Izuku, oh, I planned to chat with her while they brought my cappuccino. What if I have something from here and then enjoy the katsudon later? Hungry thinking, going to a seat. Izuku was ordering, glancing at Chizuru for some reason. Izuku, what does she do for a living? It shouldn't be here. Maybe she's in business with that guy? And why do I care? Shaking his head mentally. After a while, Izuku finishes eating and decides to ask for a job right there. He also watches Chizuru leave with the guy. Izuku, why can't I stop looking at her, shaking his head. Later. Izuku is walking with a shopping bag he recently got. Izuku, where did I leave my car? Searching and finds it About to go to his car but collides shoulders with a blonde girl, making her follow. Oh, sorry. Helping the girl up. Mommy Nanami. Mommy, no problem. Said somewhat sore from the sudden fall on her buttocks. Izuku, sorry again, really. Bowing, about to leave, but mommy grabs his hand. Oh? Mommy, tell me something. Izuku, eh? Mommy, tell me your name. Looking into his eyes. Izuku, oh. I'm Midoriya. Izuku, nice to meet you. Izuku leaves without asking the girl's name, thinking it wouldn't be important. Mommy, Midoriya. Izuku. Watching the boy go to his car. After that, Izuku went to his apartment, thinking about the brunette again. Izuku, why can't I stop thinking about her? I've been staring at her since I was packing, nervously thinking while driving. Izuku, what does she work as? Starting to accelerate the car too much, and why am I asking so much? Stressed thinking and sighs Starting to brake the car, seeing that he's about to reach the apartments. Izuku, upon arrival, gets out of the car and goes to the stairs. When he goes up, he hears a small scream behind him. Chizuru, Midoriya-kun, hi. Arriving where the boy is. Izuku, he went without even thinking about her, nervously thinking, annoyed for some reason. Chizuru, Midoriya-kun? Noticing that he doesn't even look at her. Izuku, it's nothing, Mizuhara-san. Not looking at her and going to his room. Chizuru, what's wrong with him? Starting to think, something must have happened to him, or maybe. He knows I work as a rental girlfriend, and that's why he doesn't want to look at me? Thinking, screaming, and why do I care about what he thinks? Confused thinking and going to her apartment. Izuku, you're acting cold, looking at the katsudon, I guess I'll have to put you in the microwave, grabbing the tray and going to eat. We see Izuku with a backpack looking at himself in the mirror. Izuku, ready adjusting his shirt. The good thing is I don't need to wear a uniform at this university. Opens the door with a sigh. Upon opening the door, Izuku exits the apartment and sees Chizuru wearing glasses and with thin ponytails, just like when they first met. Izuku, good morning, Mizuhara-san greets her while closing the apartment door. Chizuru, hi. Izuku notices the backpack. Are you going somewhere? Izuku, well, yes, I'm going to study at the nearby university. How about you? Chizuru, me too. Izuku, what a coincidence. Too much. Chizuru, hey. You say it as if I did it on purpose. Izuku, I never said that. I mean, it's just a coincidence. Besides, the registrations were closed before we met. Chizuru, right, he. Izuku, so, do you mind if we go together? Takes out his car keys. Chizuru, okay, but do you really need the car? It's very close. Izuku, yes, but I'll use it later to go to the gym and train a few things, apart from work. Chizuru, so, you're going to have a busy day, right? Izuku, and no, my days are always like this heading towards the car. Chizuru, don't you have any free time to rest? Following Izuku. Izuku, well opens the car. If I finish everything around 6 or 7 in the evening, I have a few hours to spare, I guess getting into the car with Chizuru. Chizuru, wow, you don't have much time. Izuku, it's not that bad. My life has been like this since high school. And you? Starts the car. Chizuru, me? Izuku, why yes. Driving. Chizuru, well, I finish university quite early, and I don't work much, so I have enough time. Smiles at Izuku. Izuku, you mentioned working at the cafe, right? Looking at her. Chizuru, why yes. Said unsure. Izuku, I got a job at that cafe, and you're not there. Leaving Chizuru speechless. I understand if you don't trust me enough to tell me where you work or why you don't want me in your life, but I felt bad that you lied to me. Chizuru, sorry, Midoriya-kun. Head down. Izuku, no problem, Mizuhara-san looking out of his window to see if any cars are coming. Upon arrival. At the university, Izuku parks his car, and both get out. The entire car ride had been silent after what Izuku said. Chizuru felt uncomfortable about it, but she couldn't tell Izuku where she works, or at least, it's not in her plans for him to know. Izuku seemed very serious to Chizuru. He didn't even look at her until they were checking the classrooms on the signs. Izuku, I'm in 2E. And you? Glancing at her. Chizuru, I thought he wouldn't even tell me, sighs relieved that he at least spoke to her. I'm in 2A. Izuku and Chizuru headed to the area for the second year or semester, or whatever you want to call it. Izuku was intercepted by a blonde girl who was with a brown-haired guy, a black-haired guy with a beard, and a guy with big teeth wearing glasses. Mommy, hey, Midoriya. Arriving and jumping on Izuku's back. Chizuru, do you know her? Looking at Mommy on top of Izuku. Izuku, see, can you please get down? Mommy obeys and gets down. Mommy, hi, Midoriya, how are you? Smiling as the others mentioned earlier arrive with her. Izuku, I don't even know who you are. Confused. Oh. I remember, you're the one I bumped into last night at the market. Mommy, why yes, he laughing. Chizuru, such an exaggerated laugh. Izuku, are they with you? Pointing to the others who were huddled in a group, it looks like they're scheming or something. Mommy, oh, they're friends of my boyfriend, smiling slightly when saying boyfriend. Izuku, I feel uncomfortable, glancing at Chizuru, who was doing the same. It's probably best if you go to your class, Mizuhara-san. Uncomfortable, and Chizuru mentally thanks Izuku for rescuing her from the conversation and swiftly leaves. Mommy, introduce yourselves, guys. Looking at the three who were talking and looking at Izuku, who was confused. Kaiba Yoshiaki. Kaiba Yoshiaki. Shun Kuribayashi Kazuya Kinoshita. Kaiba, I'm Kaiba Yoshiaki, nice to meet you, friend, shaking hands. Izuku, I'm Midoriya Izuku, nice to meet you too, friend. Accepting the handshake. Kazuya, I'm Kinoshita Kazuya, and she's Mommy Nanami, my girlfriend, hugging her, although she was looking in the direction where Izuku went. Shun, I'm Shun Kuribayashi, you can call me Kuri, pointing to himself. Izuku, nice to meet you, guys. Mommy, the girl you were with earlier, is she your girlfriend? Looking into Izuku's eyes and letting go of Kazuya's arms. Izuku, no, she's just my neighbor. I don't think she's even my friend. Looking in the direction Chizuru went. Kaiba, so you don't have friends? Izuku, honestly, no. I had a few in high school, but I don't talk to any of them anymore, unfortunately. Shun, then we can be your friends. Thumbs up, and Kaiba does the same. Izuku, really? Thanks, guys, thumbs up with a smile, blushing Mommy by looking at her. Mommy, can I be your friend too? Playing with a strand of her hair. Izuku, of course, there's always room for friends, smiling even more, making Mommy blush. Kazuya, then can I be your friend too? Smiling like Mommy. Izuku, sure. Checks the time, it's still a while before class starts. Which class are you guys in? Kaiba, we're all in class E. Izuku, oh. Then let's all go to class together, haha. Are you up for it? Shun, sure. Shun, sure. During lunch, we see Izuku walking alone on the university campus. Izuku had decided to walk alone after eating before his friends, although Mommy almost chased him when she saw him leaving. Izuku was lost in thought, obviously thinking about something, and that something was a training method for today to go and train with his uncle and father. Izuku, finally, I'll be able to see my uncle. After a year without seeing him, I can spend some time with him, looking at the sky. Izuku continued in his thoughts but received a small movement on his arm. Upon feeling that, he looks to see who it was, and it's Chizuru. Izuku, oh, hello Mizuhara-san, is something wrong? Takes out his phone. Chizuru, well, I just wanted to spend some time with you since I saw you were alone. How about we go sit down? Points to a bench. Izuku, alright, let's go. Goes to sit with Chizuru. Chizuru, what do you train, Midoriya-kun? Izuku, well, I usually train in various sports, but today is more like a stroll. I'm going to run around a lake nearby with some relatives. Looking at his phone. Chizuru, it seems like he doesn't want to talk to me, noticing he's on his phone. Well, I'll go see my friends. See you later. Goes to where her friends are in the distance. Izuku, who understands Mizuhara. First, she says she wants to talk to me, and then she leaves as if nothing happened. Starting to get annoyed but shakes his head. No, Izuku, you're better than this. Apparently, living with my little sister for so long made some changes in my personality. I tend to get angry more quickly. Drawing circles on the ground. Oh, yes, I have marketing class today. Looking at his calendar. Mommy, hey, Midoriya. Arriving and running towards the guy. Izuku, huh? What's happening, Nanami-san? Looking at her. Mommy, hey, no need for formalities, Midoriya. Izuku nods slightly, unsure whether to drop the san. What are you doing here alone? Izuku, I was talking to my neighbor, but now I was just thinking until you arrived. How about drawing with me? Shows a drawing tablet. Mommy, oh, sure, you're in the design major, right? Izuku nods. Technically, it looks like you're about to join the boxing major, haha. Looking at Izuku's physique. Izuku, well, my father recommended that. But no, I preferred to do drawings and stuff. Let's say a girl I liked used to make a lot of drawings while building things. Mommy, building? Izuku, you see, she's a mechanic. Well, I don't know if she still is or not. Mommy, you're not sure if she's a mechanic or not? Confused. Izuku, well, it's been more than 4 years since I last saw her, and I don't think I'll see her again. After a while, I was depressed for not being able to be with her, but, thanks to my family, I was able to get through that tough time. Mommy, oh. I'm sorry. Izuku, and no, sorry, I don't even know why I told you that, he scratching his cheek. Mommy, it was because of the drawings, but I was the one who asked you everything. Izuku, well. Let's leave that aside. And what about the guys? Looking for them but only seeing Chizuru's group of friends. Mommy, I think they stayed to eat. You see, Kuri-kun was saying he had a girlfriend, but he doesn't want to introduce her yet. Izuku, and you guys don't believe him, right? Mommy nods. What lousy friends. Mommy, it's scientifically impossible. Izuku, haha, he's not that bad looking for you to say such things. Just let time pass, and you'll see someone will end up with him. During lunch. Mommy, the only possibility is that the girl is just like him. Izuku, hey, you went too far. Kazuya, hello. Arriving with the other two guys. Izuku, how's it going? Looking at the guys arrive. Kaibe, what were you two doing alone? With half-closed eyes. Izuku, nothing, drawing and chatting about how I decided to study this major, drawing a character, and Mommy helping him add a bit more hair, pointing to it. Mommy, like this? Izuku, no, not like that, instructing her. Mommy, oh, you really know how to draw? Izuku, wouldn't you consider doing manga? Izuku, not a bad idea, drawing, it's a possibility that I might try. And what about you guys? What are you studying? Kazuya, I'm in electromechanics, sitting next to Mommy, who snuggled up to Izuku, much to Kaibe's dismay for being closer to Izuku than her boyfriend. Kaibe, I'll be studying optics. Shun, I'm into nutrition, with a thumbs up. Izuku, nutrition is good, you can open your own restaurant with your own dishes, drawing alongside Mommy. Shun, really? My mom got me interested in cooking, and I ended up liking it. Izuku, that was one of the majors I considered studying, but I chose graphic design. Nanami, a slightly thinner ear. Mommy, why yes? Like this? Making it thinner. Izuku, yes, great, Nanami, you learn quickly. And what are you going to study, Mommy? Mommy, graphic design as well. Izuku, oh, really? Mommy, why yes, looking away, but her eyes were secretly watching Izuku drawing attentively. Izuku, it seems like we'll be together even in our major, Nanami-san. Mommy, no, honorific, scolding him. Izuku, eh? Why yes. Kaibe and Kazuya felt out of the loop as only Shun and Mommy were talking to Izuku. After class. Izuku, finally stretching, I'm leaving, guys, leaving the classroom. Mommy, Itsu Midoriya. Arriving where Izuku is. Izuku, is something wrong? Kaibe, do something, idiot, or she's going to get away from you, whispering to Kazuya while nudging him. Kazuya, I don't think it's that serious, Kaibe. I don't decide who Mommy-chan talks to. Kaibe, just don't come crying when she breaks up with you, although you know I'll be there for you if that happens. Kazuya, thanks, Kaibe. Izuku, are you guys coming with us? With Shun and Mommy by his side. Kazuya and Kaibe, let's go, going over to them. Izuku and his group from the class walked across the campus to head to the parking lot. Shun, do you really have a car? In disbelief. Izuku, hey, do I look like I'm lying? Looking at Shun, who swallowed hard. Shun, and no, not at all. Izuku was finally going to the parking lot, but hears Chizuru talking to him. Chizuru, hello, Midoriya-kun, arriving where he is. Izuku, oh, how's it going? Do you want to come with us? The people in the back might be a bit cramped. Kaibe, we better let Nanami sit on Kazuya's lap, ha ha ha. Izuku, I don't see a problem. Kazuya, I don't either. Looking away with a blush. Mommy just shook her head because she didn't want to sit on Kazuya's lap. Izuku, so, are you all going to be cramped, or should we squeeze someone into the trunk? Saying the last part jokingly, and everyone understood that it was a joke. Moments later. We see Shun squeezed into the trunk, and Kaibe closes the trunk. Kaibe, ready. With a thumbs up, everyone else looked with a sweat drop on their heads. Izuku, hee, I said it as a joke. But it's okay, let's go, getting into the car. Izuku is driving, Chizuru is the co-pilot, and in the back are the couples, and Kaibe is worth 5 hectares along with the couples in the back. Kazuya, what would it be like to be in the trunk? Kaibe, do you want to know? Kazuya, I think not anymore. Mommy, Midoriya-kun peeking her head where Izuku is. Izuku, what's up, Nanami-san? Seeing that the traffic light turned green. Mommy, nothing, I wanted to talk. Izuku, you don't need to put your head next to me to talk, Nanami-san. Mommy, I told you without honorifics. Izuku, oh okay, seeing a lot of smoke in the distance from his window, something's happening. I have to go help. First, I have to park and let someone else drive, can any of you drive? Looking in the rearview mirror. Kaib, I can, why? Izuku, I need you to drive, please drop everyone off at their homes, then I'll go to your house. Take this, giving him a paper he had stored. Kaib, huh? Looks at it, and it's a phone number, is this yours? Izuku, yes, parking, finally, taking off his seatbelt, call me later, I have to do something quickly, getting out, be careful going towards the smoke. Mommy, what happened? Chizuru, something bad must have happened for him to get off so quickly. Kazuya, let's get Curry out first, Kaib. Kaib, we don't need to get Curry out to leave. Everyone looks at him accusingly, okay, fine. Can anyone take a joke? Mommy, not you. With Izuku. We see Izuku arrive where the smoke is. The smoke is a fire in a building he knows. Izuku, my uncle lives here, running directly to the building, ignoring the firefighters who try to stop him. Izuku, upon entering, used his full cowl at 45% to move very quickly. Some debris fell, but he easily removed or dodged them, helped some people he saw around. Finally, he reached the floor he was looking for. Upon arriving, Izuku broke the door of the apartment. He saw his uncle under some debris, holding his aunt and little cousin in his arms. Izuku, uncle. Removing the debris as if it were nothing. Christopher, why you make it look easy? With a cut on his cheek and all his clothes dark from the dust and ashes, Christopher is an OC of sadness 4. Izuku, now is not the time, uncle, grabbing his aunt named Akame, you take my cousin, please. Leaving the room, and Christopher follows as best as he can. In the end, everyone managed to get out safely with the help of the firefighters and Izuku. Izuku was obviously scolded by the firefighters for his recklessness, but they also thanked him for saving people. One even gave him a paper, which was a job offer. Now we see Izuku and his family in the ambulance. Izuku, working as a firefighter? Looking at the paper, I'll have to think about it carefully. How is my Aunt Akame? He asked Christopher, who had his unconscious wife in his lap. Christopher, fine, thanks to you. Izuku, petting the woman's head, that thing was really heavy. How did you lift it like that? Izuku, damn. Now how do I tell him? I haven't even told my father about my quirk. I'll tell you later, uncle, and you? How about you, little one? He asked his 6-year-old cousin. Author, since I don't know what name to give him, I'm going to call him the first one that comes to mind. Tatsumi, 3 Tatsumi, oh okay, tightening the bottom of his shirt. Izuku, Aunt Tatsumi will be fine, just wait for her to wake up. It's like she's just sleeping. Christopher, that's right, Tatsumi. Just wait for her to wake up, and then you can cry, putting his hands over his eyes as if crying. Tatsumi, I'm not crying. Izuku, haha, I'll see you later, uncle. I need to get my car, getting off the ambulance. Tatsumi, take care, waving goodbye. Christopher, I'll see you later, Izuku, waving goodbye. Izuku, of course. Going back the way he came. With Kaib. Kaib, how the hell did I get lost? Kazuya, you lost us. Mommy, I know where we are, idiots, showing the GPS. Chizuru, we didn't need the GPS to see what street we're on, pointing to the street sign, leaving Kazuya and Kaib with a drop on their foreheads. Shun, who's hungry? Taking out a protein bar. Izuku, me, can I? Opening the car door, scaring everyone, and grabbing a bar that Shun left for him to take. Kaib, how did you find US first before I dropped you all off? Chizuru, Midoriya-kun, getting everyone's attention, why is all your clothes black? Everyone notices and looks at him. Izuku, well, I helped some firefighters a bit, and since I went into the flames, my clothes stay like this. Now that I look at it, the back of my shirt feels cool. Turning around, is there something wrong? Kazuya, and nothing at all. Looking at the torn back of the shirt. Izuku, really? Insecure. Shun, to me, it looks like he wanted to say that you look like Tarzan, only that the shirt part is going to fall off if you stretch too much. Izuku, oh, then can you get off, Kaib? Wanting to drive his car. Kaib, sure, getting off, and he was going to get in the back, But Shun grabs him with Kazuya. What are you doing? Noticing that they didn't move him. Shun, well. Kazuya, we were planning to put you in the back. Kaibe, in the trunk? Both nod nervously. A little later. We see Kazuya in the trunk with Shun, and Kaibe closes the trunk. Kaibe, you guys need more strength, weaklings. Not even jerking off helps you. Kazuya getting a laugh from mommy. Izuku, he's a ma. Kaibe, yeah, I caught him once rubbing the genie lamp. Mommy, PFF. Chizuru, I think it would be better to change the tea topic. Izuku, who's driving first? Peeking through the rearview mirror. Later. We see Izuku with Chizuru dropping off mommy and Kazuya at mommy's house. Mommy, thanks for bringing us, Mito-kun. Izuku, Mito? Kazuya, thanks, Midoriya-kun. Izuku. Chizuru, and should we go? Asking to avoid problems. Izuku, as you wish, Mizu. He is silenced by Chizuru's hand. Kazuya and mommy, what are you doing? They said in the background with chibi faces, although mommy with a strange aura. Chizuru, and nothing, removing Izuku's hand, and the boy accelerates, driving away. Kazuya, what was that? From Mito? He wondered, looking at mommy. He wanted to ask her about it, but let's say that as always, the wimp doesn't have the courage to ask such things. Izuku. We see Izuku driving again towards their apartments. Izuku, why was that? Chizuru, I want to ask you a favor. Call me Ikinos at school and in front of them. Izuku, Ikinos? What are you hiding? Chizuru, Izuku, the truth is, I don't plan on getting involved in your problems, Ikinos or Mizuhara. He said the name sarcastically. Now that I think about it, maybe one of those two surnames isn't really yours, but well, I don't care, and besides, I'm nobody to ask about you. Looking ahead with a furrowed brow. Chizuru, you not knowing what to say. Izuku, if you want, I'll call you however you like, Ikinos, I don't know why I hide so much. But why do I feel so curious? Glancing at Chizuru, are you going to work today? Chizuru, yes, I usually work every day. Izuku, and why is that? Chizuru, many clients, let's say. How was it that you helped the firefighters? Izuku, well, I let Kaibe drive for that. I saw the smoke from streets before parking, and something told me to go. Luckily, I did. Chizuru, what was that premonition about? Izuku, I had to save people and some relatives. Taking out the paper the firefighter gave him. They offered me a job as a firefighter showing the paper. Chizuru, but if you already work at the cafe, right? Izuku, well, I used to work. Chizuru, did something happen? Izuku, I wanted to work there because I thought you worked there. I wanted to get to know you better since you're my neighbor. I wanted to be your friend, but I don't need to think about being your friend anymore. Arriving at the street where they live. Chizuru, oh. Looking away. Izuku, it's okay, Ikinos. I just thought I could have my first friend, but apparently not. Parking, we're here, I'll see you tomorrow, neighbor. Watching Chizuru get out. Chizuru, thank you for bringing me. Closing the door and going to her apartment. Izuku, leaning back in his seat. Why do I want to know what she does? Watching Chizuru entering her apartment from there. Come on, Izuku, she's not even your friend. Getting out of the car and closing it now. What was I going to do? Looking confused at the sky. Oh right, I was going to eat and then see my father going to his apartment. Upon entering, Izuku was leaning against the wall by his bed, but he feels something that itches his back, surprising him since he was leaning on that part. Izuku, what? Seeing that there was a hole in the wall. Chizuru, did you do that? She asked from the other side. Izuku, what the hell do I have to do with it? And what the hell did you stick in my back? Also, what the hell did I do according to you? Chizuru, you made the hole? Izuku, I just noticed there's a hole after you stuck me in the back. What did you stick me with? It hurts. Chizuru, with a pin. Izuku, no wonder. It didn't sting. She stuck it and took it out, rubbing. It's already bothering me that we have a hole there. Seeing some papers, grabbing some, and putting them over the hole to cover it. There, done. Relaxing, lying down on his bed. Damn. I have to go see my father and uncle. Getting up lazily. Later. Now we see Izuku leaving his apartment in sportswear, but he turns to where Chizuru lives and notices the girl without her glasses and ponytails. Izuku, now, what do I call you? With a raised eyebrow. Chizuru, Mizuhara, please. Izuku, decides to go, but as he passes a door that opened, it hit him in the face, eliciting a slight laugh from Chizuru, who watched the scene. What happened? Getting up another neighbor? Looks and sees that it's a girl. I mean, neighbor. Mini Yaemori, Mini Yaemori. Mini, oh, you're the ones who were shouting a while ago, right? You're very loud. I could hear you on my live stream. Izuku, live stream? Chizuru, sorry for our little fight. Mini, it's okay. I'm Mini Yaemori. Izuku, I'm Midoriya. Izuku, nice to meet you. Yaemori walking past her, going down the apartments. Chizuru, I'm Mizuhara. Chizuru, nice to meet you. Yaemori-san also walking past her. With Izuku. Izuku was already in his car, and as he reversed to leave, he saw Yaemori and Chizuru coming down. Chizuru, goodbye. Yaemori-san going towards Izuku, who had agreed to give her a ride before. Mini, sayonara, leaving the apartments, catching Izuku's attention. Izuku, Yaemori. Making her turn. Don't you want a ride? Mini, well, feeling a bit uncomfortable getting in her neighbor's car. Izuku, get an opening the back door. Mini, thanks, getting into the back seat. Izuku, it's the first time I've seen you leave your apartment. Mini, well, I only go out to buy things, taking out her phone to look at things. Izuku, and if you only go out to buy, do you study or work? Looking in the rearview mirror. Mini, well, I do work, but I don't study. Izuku, oh. While crossing a street. Mini, and do you do cosplay? Izuku, what? Mini, look, holding her phone to Izuku. Izuku, wait, I'm driving. With the screen in his face. Mini, sorry. Quickly taking the phone away. Izuku, that's me, remembering the image on his face, testing my new hero costume, remembering when he went to his back alley to test a jump from the tree and come back safely. She took a photo of me without me knowing. Mini, did you look at the photo properly? Izuku, why yes. It's me. He couldn't deny it anymore, knowing it was him with the costume. He couldn't deny it as he was technically caught red-handed. Mini, what if we try cosplay together sometime? Putting her head between the front seats. Izuku, that would be fine. Mini, do you want to, Mizuhara-san? Chizuru, huh? Yes, why not, smiling at the girl. Later. We see Izuku dropping off Chizuru. Earlier, he had dropped Mini off at a supermarket as she requested. Izuku, take care, Ikanos, leaving without saying anything else. Chizuru, sighs, I'm not getting along with him very well, looks at her phone and sees her client in the distance. I'll talk to Midoriya later, going to where the client is. We see Izuku running with his uncle and father. Father, do we have to go around the lake? Looking a bit tired at the lake while still running. Izuku, sure. Running ahead. Christopher, just run, brother. Even your son can. Why not you? Trying to catch up with Izuku. Father, well, you guys are too fast. Trying to catch up with his brother but still a few meters away. I'm tired. You guys go on, sitting on a bench by the lake. Izuku, can you keep up? Looking back at his uncle. Christopher, of course. Don't hold back. Finally catching up to Izuku, surprising him. What? You're not the only fast one, with a teasing smile. Izuku, well, you told me not to hold back, returning the teasing smile and running ahead of his uncle. Christopher, hey. Ha ha, here I come, you rascal. Chasing him. The father watched the scene of shouts and laughter, tired. Father, I thought we were just going to jog. Leaning on the bench, then he sees his wife and Akame, Christopher's wife, approaching. Hello, greeting, tired. Mother, oh, my love, you're not as fit as before, hee laughing at her sweaty husband. Father, they've done more than 7 laps around the lake. I only made it to the 5th. Akame, well, there's nothing wrong with that. You haven't been running for a long time, unlike your brother, who's a soccer player. Watching Christopher and Izuku coming very quickly. Izuku reminds me a lot of Christopher when we went to the academy, even the hair color. Izuku, I made it first. Jumping at the finish 10 laps. Christopher, I can't anymore, all wet, you went too far by throwing me into the lake. Izuku, I didn't throw you, you tripped over the duck over there. Christopher, I hit a duck? With a funny face. Akame, you hit another one? Father, looks like he's playing duck hunt. The family continued talking and walking around the lake, having fun. Later. We see Izuku about to leave for his car to go to his apartment, but Christopher stops him. Christopher, Izuku, you said you would tell me how you lifted that rubble That wasn't normal at all. Izuku, I thought we wouldn't discuss that leaning on his car door, it's a long story. Christopher, I have time to listen standing next to Izuku. Izuku : I have somewhat uncertain, activates full cal at 1% so Christopher could see the power, dazzling the adult powers looking at Christopher and noticing he didn't have bad intentions as he thought. Christopher, that's amazing. Since when? Izuku, well, since I was about 15 deactivating one for all. Christopher, and you haven't thought about being a superhero? Izuku, no, I don't want to. It brings back memories of my life before I met you guys. Christopher, oh. Sorry, but putting his hand on Izuku's shoulder, count on me, kid, for whatever you need, even if you change your mind, I'll be your hero's assistant, smirking kindly. Izuku, sure, uncle, you'll be the first to know if I change my mind. After all, you're the only one who knows what I'm capable of. Christopher, not even your parents? Izuku shakes his head. Wow, you didn't want to tell them, huh? Izuku nods. Izuku, ha, hey, uncle, how did you and my aunt meet? Christopher, I'm taking out a cigarette. I don't remember exactly if it was in early or late high school. Lighting a cigarette, want one? Izuku, no, uncle, I'm not into that stuff. Don't you remember what happened between my aunt and you? Christopher, well, not exactly at the beginning. But I do remember I confessed during a school trip to Kyoto, where there's a place with pure bamboo, you know the place, right? Izuku, yeah, I haven't been there, but I've heard of it. Christopher, hey, why so interested in that topic? Izuku, well, I don't know, I just wanted to ask. Christopher, Izuku, why you don't believe me? Christopher, yes, of course, now that we're talking about relationships, do you have a girl? Smoking. Izuku, well, no, I know very few girls, actually. I don't have many friends. Playing with the car window. Christopher, tough luck, but I'm pretty sure you'll find someone. I don't see anything lacking that a girl would look for smoking again. Izuku, well, I have no idea. I just hope I find the right one. Christopher, I think I'd better go. You have school tomorrow, right? Izuku, yeah, why? Opening the car. Christopher, how about inviting your friends for a walk or something? Izuku, huh? You'll be there too? Confused. Christopher, well, if you want, ask them if they can bring their parents or something, or maybe I can join you if it's okay with them or. Izuku, I get it, you want to come. Christopher, P. Izuku, I get it, hee, see you later, uncle, getting into the car. Christopher, wash your butt, it stinks even from here. Izuku, hey? Christopher, clean yourself properly, idiot. Yelling as he goes to where his wife and son are in his car. Izuku, haha, laughing and closing the car door. The next day. We see Izuku walking around the university. He hasn't talked to any of his friends since the day before, except Chizuru, although they didn't talk on the way. Izuku, so, I'll ask the guys, checking his phone. Oh. Right, I don't have anyone added. Mommy, who are you going to ask what? Behind him. Izuku, hi, Nanami, waving. Mommy, I heard you talking about not having someone added. Izuku, and what about it? Mommy, lend me your phone, extending her hand. Izuku, oh okay. Giving her his phone, and Mommy quickly goes to contacts and adds herself as Mommy. Mommy, there you go, handing back the phone. Izuku, okay? Without checking what Mommy did, he puts away his phone. Mommy, what were you talking about? Talking to yourself? Embarrassing Izuku. Izuku, well, I tend to talk to myself out loud, hee, scratching his head. Mommy, I find it cute, smiling at him. Izuku, and Kazuya? Looking for Mommy's boyfriend, I thought he'd come with you. Mommy, no, I usually get here before him. I don't know why he takes so long in the mornings. I hope he's not rubbing lamps. Izuku just trembles at her words. PFF, hee, laughing slightly at Izuku's reaction. Izuku, please don't say those things. Arms crossed. Mommy, how about we leave a bit later? Izuku : What did you say? Pretending not to hear. Mommy, if you. Kaibe, hi, Midori are arriving where they are. What were you guys talking about? Izuku, I was talking about an outing I have planned with you guys. Wanna join? Kaibe, sure, why not, just tell me when. Izuku, how about tomorrow? Kaibe, why not today? Izuku, Didn't you tell me to decide when? Kaibe, when did I say that? Izuku, but I. Mommy, okay, enough of the chit-chat, guys with a drop of sweat on her forehead. Kaibe, Kazuya hasn't arrived yet. Hey, Nanami getting mommy's attention. Do you think Kuri is telling the truth about having a girlfriend? Mommy, honestly. Shun, you guys are mean. Don't believe me arriving with a depressed aura. Kaibe, I said it on purpose. Kuri, don't cry, buddy, ha ha ha, looking at Kuri curled up on the ground. Shun, I'll introduce you to my girlfriend later. Standing up confidently. Kaibe, so, do you want to bring her with us tomorrow for the outing? Shun, what outing? Kaibe, the one you swallow on the way. Shun, ha ha. Izuku and mommy applaud him in the background. Hey, don't encourage him. Kaibe, thank you bow. Shun, encourage me too. Izuku, here giving him a sandwich for you. Shun, tea thanks? Kazuya, hi arriving. Kaibe, how many did you make? Kazuya just stops with a poker face. Are you counting? Shun, he lost count during the morning session. Mommy and Izuku just had a drop of sweat on their foreheads from the conversation. Izuku, Kazuya, while we're at it getting Kazuya's attention, we're going to the Laguna for a walk tomorrow, are you coming? Kazuya, sure, why not, right, Mommy-chan? Mommy, yes, even though I was going to go anyway, sticking her tongue out at Kazuya. Shun, checking the time, I think it's better to go to class now. Kaibe, what a hassle. Wishing the ground would swallow him. Kazuya, come on, guys, it's not that bad. Izuku, I'll go ahead, guys, seeing the teacher approaching from there. Kaibe, coming. Following Izuku as they see the teacher, and everyone does the same upon seeing him too. After classes, we see Izuku walking through the hallways and he spots Chizuru with some friends of hers. Upon seeing her, he decides it's better to ignore her and continue on his way to his car. Izuku, the good thing is she's going with her friends this time. It's very awkward being alone with her in the car. Mommy, Mito-kun arriving where he is. Izuku, Nanami? Mommy, I saw you were about to leave, so I decided to go with you, smiling. Izuku, and Kazuya? Mommy, he went with Shun and Kaibe, so I was going to go alone. Izuku, oh, okay then, let's go, heading to the parking lot after leaving school. On the way. Mommy, where do you live, Mito-kun? Taking Izuku by surprise with the question. Izuku, well, why the sudden question? Mommy, just wondering, I thought I saw you near a cafe. Izuku, oh, yeah, I work at that cafe. Although, I'm planning to quit this weekend after I receive my last payment. Mommy, oh, do you live alone? Izuku, yeah, I used to live with my parents and little sister, but I moved to an apartment to be more independent. Did you move out too, like everyone around here? Mommy, no, I live with my father and brother. Looking out the window, how about we go for ice cream? Pointing to an ice cream shop. Izuku, oh, sure, parking the car after all, it's been a while since I treated myself to ice cream. You just gave me a craving at that. Mommy blushes from what was said, but Izuku doesn't notice the effect of his words. Mommy, Mito-kun looking at Izuku with sparkling eyes. Izuku, what's up? Finishing parking and turning to look at Mommy. Why are you looking at me like that? Mommy, Mito-kun shakes her head and looks out the window. I'm breaking up with Kazu-kun. Izuku, what? Mommy, I mean, let me give you some context first. First, he's a slacker. Izuku just trembles at what's being said along with Mommy. Second, he's too clingy. Izuku, clingy? Mommy, yeah. I don't know how to explain it. Izuku, is everything okay? Just think about it, alright? Later, I might have to be the one to help him cope if you break up with him. Mommy, okay, seemingly unbothered, surprising Izuku that she doesn't care how Kazuya might react. Izuku, what's Nanami up to? Looking into Mommy's eyes, who was smiling very strongly at Izuku, there must be more to why she doesn't want to be with Kazuya anymore. Mommy, shall we? Pointing to the ice cream shop. Izuku, aha, yeah, I was a bit lost there, hee hee. Mommy, in my eyes? Mockingly, after noticing Izuku glancing at her. Izuku, I meant let's just go, getting out of the car with Mommy. Afterward, we see Izuku waiting for his ice cream, but he notices the waitress brought only one plate of ice cream but with 2 spoons, confusing him. Izuku, but I ordered a vanilla one for myself, watching as the waitress places the ice cream in front of them. Mommy, oh, what a surprise. Didn't we order another one? With a hand over her mouth, looking around. Izuku, I think there might be a mistake. About to get up, but mommy grabs him, huh? Nanami? Mommy, what if we eat this one? After all, it's a Neapolitan, pointing out that it has many more flavors. Izuku, I mean. Mommy, With a sweet expression. Izuku, okay. Sitting down and grabbing a spoon. Mommy, yum. Taking a spoonful this ice cream with a funny face. Izuku, yum, taking a spoonful got pistachio. I don't like that flavor with a poker face, making mommy laugh. Mommy, ha. Izuku, looking at mommy. Later. We see Izuku getting out of his car to go to his apartment, but he bumps into Chizuru. Chizuru, hi, Midoriya waving. Izuku, hi. Chizuru, hi? Izuku, well, hi, I don't know what name to call you, Mizuhara? Chizuru nods, you confuse me, Mizuhara. See you tomorrow, walking past her and going straight to his apartment. Minnie, Peeking out of her apartment door, that didn't go well, did it? Chizuru, well, I thought he would at least talk to me. I want to apologize to him. All I've done since meeting him is ask for favors. Minnie, yeah? Does he fulfill them all? Chizuru, yes. Minnie, and what have you done for him? Chizuru, well. Nothing, looking in the direction Izuku went. Minnie, then you have a lot to do, Mizuhara-san. What if we do the cosplay thing with him tomorrow? Chizuru, do you think he'd want to? Uncertain. Minnie, he told me he'd come the other time, confident. Chizuru, alright, see you tomorrow, Yaemori-san, bidding farewell as she goes to her apartment. Minnie, yes. Going into her apartment. The next day. We see Izuku walking with Chizuru through the university. They hadn't talked again on the way, but Chizuru decides to ask him something. Chizuru, do you have anything to do today, Midoriya? Looking at Izuku. Izuku, yes, I won't be free today, Ikinos. Did you need something? Chizuru, well, it's nothing, it can wait. Izuku, always leaving me with doubts, Ikinos rolling his eyes. Chizuru, oh okay size, is it okay if we go to Yaemori-san's house tomorrow for cosplay, then? Izuku, Chizuru, we agreed to do cosplay, remember? Izuku, oh, right. Maybe tomorrow, Ikinos. See you later, looking at mommy in the distance. Chizuru, sayonara, going to her classroom. Izuku, hi, Nanami-san, approaching her. Mommy, hi Mito-kun, how's it going? Izuku, well, if you're joining us today? Mommy, yes, nodding. Izuku, great, smiling, and the others aren't here yet? Shun, I'm here, arriving. Mommy, what's up, Curry? Shun, hey, can't I talk to my friend? With a funny face. Mommy, well, yeah. Izuku, so, have you thought about what you told me, Nanami? Shun, what thing? Mommy, yeah, I thought about it, Mito-kun, thumbs up. Shun, I don't understand what's happening. Izuku, it seems nothing in the group will be the same as before, huh? Mommy, I'll do it tomorrow so as not to spoil today's outing. Shun, what's happening? Izuku, Kaiba is coming, looking at Kaiba arriving. Kaiba, hi, Midoriya, Curry, and Vanilla. Mommy, Vanilla? Kaiba, I don't know, I wanted to try a new nickname with a bitter face. Izuku, are you coming today, Kaiba? Kaiba, of course, I hope your uncle is cool. Izuku, you'll see later, Kaiba. Are you coming, Curry? Asking the one with glasses. Shun, yeah, I'll come. Kaiba, are you bringing your fantasy girlfriend? Shun, yeah, I'll bring my girlfriend, but not a fantasy one. Izuku, that's the spirit, Curry, show them who's boss with a thumbs up, and Curry cried comically, why the long face? Shun, I've never been supported this much. Kaiba, not even your fantasy girlfriend? Shun, hey. Kazuya, hey, guys arriving and greeting. Izuku, hi, Kazuya greeting. Kaiba, how many today, buddy? Izuku, I feel a chill every time they talk about this, shivering down my spine. Mommy, can we talk about something else? Agrees with Izuku's thoughts. Kaiba, yeah, we were talking about fantasies. Shun, it's not a fantasy. Mommy, science fiction? Joining in the teasing. Kazuya, ha, about Curry's girlfriend. Shun, how did you guess so quickly? Kazuya, details. Izuku, okay? Are you coming, Kazuya? Kazuya, where? Kaiba, I'm gonna hit you for real, dude. Mommy, don't you remember? Kazuya, well. Kaibe, we're going out, at least remember where? Kazuya, Izuku, it's not a big deal, guys. With a drop of sweat on his forehead. Shun, yeah, let's just go to class already, leaving with Izuku. After classes. We see Izuku heading to his car with Chizuru. Izuku, how was your day today? Said cheerfully. Chizuru, you? Good, and yours? Izuku, very good, actually smiling. Chizuru, did something happen? Izuku, why do you ask? Chizuru, you seem very happy. Izuku, I don't need something to happen to be happy, losing his smile, but it's better to go reaching the car and getting in. Chizuru, okay, getting in. Later on. We see Izuku with his uncle at the lake waiting for the others to arrive. Izuku, I think I should have gone to pick them up, with a funny face. Christopher, relax, they'll probably be here soon, looking at Kazuya and Mommy in the distance. Are those two of them? Pointing at them. Izuku, Yes, it's Kazuya and Nanami. Mommy, hi, Mito-kun arriving and giving him a cheek kiss, confusing him. Christopher, I didn't know she was your girlfriend, with a thumbs up. Izuku, and no, she's not my girlfriend. Christopher, huh? No? Looking at Kazuya, then is she his? Kazuya. With a funny face, looking at Mommy. Mommy, what's up, Kazu-kun? Not caring about Kazuya's expression or what he did. Kazuya, you Mommy, he's not even trying anything? Looking at Kazuya awkwardly, poor little ugly thing. Shun, hello. Arriving with a girl. Very well endowed, although she looks 1 or 2 years younger than them. Very well endowed, although she looks 1 or 2 years younger than them. Ruka Sarashina. Ruka, hi, greeting with a smile, but looks at Izuku h hi. Izuku, h hi, greeting back. Shun, do you guys know each other? Ruka, no he scratching her cheek. Izuku, is she your girlfriend, then? Asking Shun, who nods. Let's wait for Kaibe to see how he rea. Kaibe, what? Arriving and seeing Shun hugging Ruka over the shoulder, I thought it was a joke. Izuku, haha, it seems you guys lost to Curry. Shun, Midoriya was the only one who believed in me, crying comically, and Ruka just looked at Curry, trying to free herself. Izuku, that's what I'm here for, buddy, with a thumbs up. Uncle? Looking for Christopher, but we see him in the distance being chased by Duck's uncle. Christopher, it's the Duck's revenge. Running from the Ducks. Mommy, is that your uncle? Kaibe, he seems cool, with a thumbs up, but why are Ducks chasing him? Izuku, I think because a few days ago when we came here, he kept bumping into the Ducks for not seeing them. I think after so many times we've come, the Ducks recognize us now. Looking at Christopher climbing a tree. PFF, ha ha ha. Christopher, Izuku. Calm these beasts down. Getting pecked. Hey, don't touch me, you bitch. Climbing higher into the tree. Izuku. After the scene with Christopher, we see Izuku talking to Mommy and Kazuya, who was really quiet. When he tried to talk to Mommy, she seemed to ignore Kazuya. Uncomfortable being the third wheel, Izuku took the opportunity to leave with Curry and Ruka. Although the girl didn't seem very comfortable, Izuku left before reaching them, once again avoiding being the third wheel. He stayed and talked with Kaibe and his uncle instead. Christopher, hey, Izuku, I like this bearded guy. Kaibe thinks the same and gives a thumbs up. Izuku, I'm glad you get along with someone. Have you tried talking to the others? Pointing to Mommy and Kazuya. Christopher, the blonde seems to like me, shrugging without knowing why, and the brunette seemed out of it when I tried to talk to him. It seems he just wants to spend time with his girlfriend. Let's leave those two alone. He watches as Mommy goes toward them, leaving Kazuya alone in the background as if he were a filler painting. Well, maybe she doesn't want to be with him. With a sweat drop, looking at Mommy. Mommy, Mito-kun coming over to them. Kaibe, it seems she likes Midoriya, thinking very sure of what was happening, and looks at Kazuya, who was looking down depressively. Izuku, wait, Nanami going to where Kazuya is, with Kaibe following. Christopher, what did you say to Kazuya? Looking at the expression on the brunette's face. Mommy, nothing yet, with a smile that Christopher didn't like at all. Christopher, yet. You plan to break up with him, don't you? Very sure, looking at Kazuya, who now seemed happier, being comically and understandingly embraced by the two guys. Then he looks at where Curry is and smiles broadly while walking with Ruka at the front of everyone. Those two are moving very fast, aren't they? Mommy, well, there's nothing wrong with them having some privacy, right? Christopher, not at all, looking at his phone and getting an ad for a dating app. Looks at Izuku coming towards him and Kaiba along with Kazuya, who already seemed happier. With a serious look but a big, creepy smile that gave Mommy chills when she saw it. Mommy, why is he looking at his nephew like that? With a sweat drop, looking at Christopher with a sly smile. Christopher, oh, nothing, just that I have an idea downloading the app Muahahaha. Shouting to the sky. Later. We see everyone in Izuku's car, even his uncle. Izuku, didn't you come in your car? Looking at his uncle, who was in the passenger seat. Christopher, oh, yeah, I lent it to your aunt because she went out with her friends, and she left me here, he scratching his head and getting a small laugh from Izuku for the reason. Izuku, I thought my aunt had a car. Hey, are you guys really cramped back there? Looking back at Ruka, Mommy, Kaiba, and Kazuya a little crowded. Did you put curry in the trunk again? Without surprise, and the others nod. It's becoming a habit starting the car. Ruka, is it always like this with Shun-kun? Christopher, hey, girl, was it necessary as Izuku accelerates the car? Izuku, well, I think Kaiba and Nanami are like that with him, he scratching his cheek. Kaiba, I treat everyone like this, Izuku, even with you. Izuku gives a thumbs up as the car turns a corner. Ruka, and Nanami? Mommy, yes, what? Ruka, nothing. Christopher, hey, Izuku getting the boys' attention. Go drop me off at a market first. I'll ask your aunt to return the car and pick me up. Besides, I want to show you an app looking out the window. Izuku, well, whatever you say. Going where his uncle told him, curious about the app. What's that app about? Christopher, I'll tell you about the app in private between us two. Looking at the people in the back who also seemed curious about the app. Kaiba, smells like illegal stuff, with a mocking smile. Mommy, what could it be? Squinting her eyes. Later. We see Izuku parking at the market Christopher asked for, and he also gets out of the car. Izuku, be right back, guys getting out of the car, and the others nod. Christopher, let's see, kid, it's time for you to train your balls. Throwing his phone at Izuku's face, and the phone falls on the pavement, breaking down. Take 2. Christopher, alright, kid, it's time for you to train with the girls. Handing him the phone. Izuku, what is this? Looking at the app and seeing many girls. Christopher, it's adult stuff, making Izuku very nervous. Take 3. Christopher, it's so you know what a girl wants, son. It's a girlfriend rental app. I'll pay for your first date since I'm the idiot who got you into this, ha. Izuku, but I don't need this. Christopher, well, true, you have the blonde chasing after you. Izuku, which blonde? And why is she following me? Honestly, leaving Christopher with a poker face. Christopher, uck. Give less innocence to this poor soul, God. Shouting to the sky. Izuku, what? Christopher, just find a girl you like and go to the address you put in. I'll pay for it with my card from this phone, so the girl might call you by my name. As Izuku downloads the girl's images. Izuku, I'd rather she call me by my own. Looks at a girl he recognizes quickly. Izuku, Mizuhara Chizuru, looking at the girl's information, which is quite extensive. She seems very popular in this. So this is what she does, looking at Chizuru's picture and closing the app. Don't bother, uncle. I hope you can meet a girl who genuinely likes you. I'm obviously hoping for myself more, he scratching his head. Christopher, haha, okay, Izuku. Just keep the app name in case you change your mind. See you later, drop by one of these days going to the market. Izuku, why didn't Mizuhara tell me what she does? I mean, I wouldn't tell anyone what I do if that's what she wanted, but oh well, saving the app name on his uncle's recommendation and heading to the car. Later. We see Izuku in the car parking at Kazuya's house, and Mommy gets out of the car but asks Izuku to wait. Kaiba, what do you think Izuku is going to say? Asked the co-pilot of the car. Curry, maybe he just went to give her a goodbye kiss, not caring much since he seemed to enjoy spending time with Curry, who apparently liked spending time with him. Izuku, could it be? Is he going to break up with her or not? Turning to where Kazuya and Mommy were, and he sees Kazuya lowering his head and entering his house. Oh, looks at Kaiba, who shared a glance with him. Kaiba, well, it seems the poor guy is left without a girlfriend. Curry, huh? Turning to where Mommy and Kazuya were, but only sees Mommy returning to the car with a big smile. Mommy, alright, Mito-kun, we can go. Sitting next to Curry, who was in the middle of the two girls with a silly face. Izuku, did you do it? Looking at mommy in the rearview mirror, who nods with a big smile, how is she not concerned about how it turned out? Send a message to Kazuya, Kaibe turning to look at Kaibe. Kaibe, before you told me, I already did it, showing his phone, giving a slight smile to Izuku. Izuku, thanks. So, who should I drop off now? Looking in the rearview mirror to see who he's taking home this time. Later. We see Izuku later with Kuri and Ruka left alone with mommy and Kaibe. Kaibe, why hasn't she asked to be taken home? Looking at mommy, who was looking out the window. Izuku, so, I'll take Nanami now, right? Moving the car. Kaibe, nodding. Mommy, already? I was very sleepy with a comical face. Izuku, didn't he tell you anything? Kaibe, no, but I sent him pictures, and he put, PFF ha ha ha, at least I got a smile out of him with that. Izuku, I don't think I want to know more. With a sweat drop, realizing where the conversation was going. Kaibe, hey, Nanami turning to the blonde. Mommy, what's up? Putting her head through where Izuku is. Kaibe, tell me, why did you break up with Kazuya? Mommy, what's wrong with that? I ended the relationship because I no longer felt the same, not taking it seriously, although she didn't like that. Kaibe started questioning her. Kaibe, are you sure there's nothing else? I know he might be a jerk, a girl pleaser, but he's not a bad guy, Nanami. It's just that things won't be the same anymore. Kazuya might go into emo mode, adjusting his hair, covering one eye in a teasing manner. Mommy, well, too bad. What would you do if a girl you no longer like is your girlfriend? Looking at Kaibe, silencing him instantly. Kaibe, well. Looking down, unsure of how to respond. Mommy, see? Don't be upset, Kaibe with a furrowed brow, the guys noticing that she seemed annoyed by the interrogation. Izuku, Kaibe, I don't see anything wrong. I can't really give my opinion on this since I haven't had an ex or a relationship, but what Nanami says seems reasonable. Kaibe, I can't argue with that, crossing his arms, but it's pretty obvious she got worse when Izuku entered university, looking at mommy, who made a peace sign with her fingers. Izuku, then we've arrived at your destination, Nanami parking the car. Mommy, you can call me Nami or mommy, smiling at Izuku as she gets out of the car. Izuku, hey. Kaibe, let's go, Izuku noticing that mommy was already far, entering her house. Izuku, why yeah, accelerating the car. Kaibe, don't you find it strange the way she talks to you? Izuku, who? Kaibe, Nanami. Izuku, no, not noticing anything different in the way she talks to everyone. Kaibe, hey, do you mind going to the beach next week? With a weird smile in Izuku's eyes. Izuku, well, it wouldn't be bad. I haven't been to the beach for a while. I remember the last time I was thrown into the sea by my uncle and my dad. Kaibe, is your father very similar to your uncle? Izuku, my father is emotionally calmer, but physically they used to be almost the same. My dad just has darker hair than my uncle and is somewhat broader. They say I look more like my uncle than my dad. Kaibe, the truth is, you really resemble your uncle. Your uncle is really cool. I think Kuri, being with his girlfriend, couldn't get to know your uncle well, although he almost died laughing when he saw your uncle being chased by ducks, ha ha ha. Izuku, the last time I went to the pond with my uncle, we had some 10-lap races around the pond. I won, although my uncle fell into the lake after tripping over a duck, ha ha ha. Kaibe, well, I'm not surprised that happened to the poor duck. After your uncle climbed down from the tree, he kicked all the ducks that were pecking at him, ha ha ha. Izuku, that doesn't seem so funny to me. Poor ducks, comic crying. Kaibe, I'll see you tomorrow, then noticing they arrived at his house. Izuku, take care, watching Kaibe get out. Kaibe, you too, Izuku closing the door and seeing Izuku drive away. We can see Izuku looking at his phone, it's the app his uncle recommended for dating. Izuku is thinking about paying for a date and finding out why Chizuru works there. Izuku, I'm not sure if I should. He said as he entered the app and searched for Chizuru, finding her schedule is pretty full. I wonder how she'll react when I ask her out, clicking to continue the payment. Oh, I'm already paying, without realizing the time passing, it felt like he did it unconsciously. With Chizuru. Chizuru is leaving her room for a work-related outing. Chizuru, later, I have to go see her. It's been 2 days since I saw her, referring to her grandmother, who's in the hospital. Noticing her phone vibrating with a notification. Chizuru, what's this? Opening her phone, she sees a new date scheduled with a name she knows, leaving her pale-faced. Oh. Oh, with a comical expression, she looks at the floor and goes to her balcony. Back with Izuku. Izuku, chambaram bomb humming as he sweeps under his table, stopping when he hears a noise on his balcony. Going to the balcony, he sees a white cat with gray stripes. Oh, a kitty. Noticing the cat isn't very big. Did you climb up there? Pointing to the tree behind his house, but the cat just licks its paw. Izuku, oh. Right, a cat won't suddenly talk to me, at least not in this world, with a small smile, quickly disappearing when a stone nearly hits the cat. Hey. Don't throw stones, idiots. With a vein on his forehead, but noticing a hand and brown hair where the stone came from. Chizuru, don't shout, peeking out. Sorry for throwing the stone with a small sweat drop. Izuku, apologize to the kitty, pointing to the cat, who started playing with the stone. Chizuru, since when do you have a cat? Leaning on her railing. Izuku, well. It's not mine. And it doesn't have a collar. Looking at the kitten who started meowing at Izuku. What do you want, little one? Lifting the cat to check its gender. It's a boy with a comical face, and Chizuru laughs as she peeks again. Chizuru, I want to talk to you. With a serious expression. Izuku, so soon, and she's already going to ask about the date? Pale face. Tell me. Without turning to look at Chizuru, who is staring at him. Chizuru, don't play dumb, you know what I'm talking about. Midoriya showing the notification on her phone, waiting for Izuku to look, but all he does is grab the cat and go inside. Fine. You'll see later. Entering her house. Izuku, scary. Looking at the cat, who meows again. Let's see, what will I do with you, little one? Bending down to look at the cat, but stops when his phone beeps with a notification. Looks and sees a message from Minnie. Oh. I forgot it was going to be cosplay. Later. We see Izuku getting into his car with Minnie, planning to buy things to take care of the cat, which Minnie suggested he should give away. Minnie, to the store. Pointing ahead with a finger to the departments, giving Izuku a sweet smile. Izuku, first, I have to reverse, Yaemori-san, he said while starting to reverse the car. Minnie, yeah, hee, scratching her cheek, and thanks for the kitty, pretending to be a cat, giving another sweet smile to Izuku. Izuku, well, it wasn't mine. Literally, it wasn't anyone's, but I was planning to let it in my house. The rainy season is starting. Looking at the somewhat cloudy sky. Minnie, it's great that there are people who think about animals. With a big smile, looking at Izuku, making him smile again. Izuku, actually, I've never had a pet, maybe I'll adopt one. Turning into a street. Minnie, hee, I already have a cosplay outfit plan that will match the cat. With a cat-like smile. Izuku, I like it when you smile, Yaemori with a big smile and saying what he thought, making Minnie blush at his words. Minnie, you Playing with her fingers. I say the same, looking out the window, though she was glancing at Izuku. Izuku, tell me, we're only buying that, right? Parking at a shopping center. Minnie, oh, no, I need to buy one thing I want, waving her hands in a cross. Izuku, and what's that? Interested in the curiosity. Minnie, meddling. Midoriya leaving a drop on Izuku's forehead, who could only nervously laugh at being teased. Ha, just kidding, Midoriya, I need a new microphone. Izuku, microphone? Minnie, oh yes, remember I'm a streamer. With a big smile and her hands on her hips. Izuku, alright. Recalling when she shouted in the early morning while playing. Minnie, sorry for that. With a nervous smile, remembering when Izuku came to knock on her door at night. Izuku, then let's go. Opening the car door, waiting for Minnie to get out. Minnie, oh? Have we arrived already? With a chibi face. Izuku, pff, haha, just get out. Smiling as he opened Minnie's door, offering her to exit. Minnie, I guess I was engrossed in our chat, scratching her head as she got out of the car. Izuku, me too, it's been a while since I parked here. He nervously laughing as he walked with Minnie to go inside the shopping center. Minnie, she. With a hand on her chin. And what do you do, Midoriya? Looking up as she's a bit shorter than Izuku. Izuku, I work at a cafe, but tomorrow I'll quit that job and apply for a job at the fire department. I was offered a job, of course, I'll ask for a part-time job. Putting his hands behind his head. Minnie, you're studying then? Izuku, yes, didn't you know? Looking at Minnie, who shook her head. I study with Mizuhara. Minnie, she studies too? With a poker face. Izuku, well. Minnie, what is she to you? Izuku, what do you mean? Glancing at Minnie. Minnie, I mean, what relationship do you have with her? Obviously entering the cosplay store. Izuku, you've been to this store before, right? Minnie nods, managing to change the subject. Minnie, I came here to pick up the costumes I ordered for you and Mizuhara. Izuku, I'm glad you asked me before paying if I wanted to buy the clothes myself. Minnie, well, yeah, I didn't want to pay for it, with a chibi face looking at Izuku, who just let out a sweet laugh. Izuku, you still haven't told me what my costumes are. Minnie, I won't tell you yet, with crossed arms while sticking her tongue out at Izuku, who just put on a gloomy aura. Hey, you didn't answer my question, poking Izuku's cheek. Izuku, what question? Initially stuttering, revealing it. Minnie, your height. With a pout. Izuku, my height? Minnie, knee height. Izuku, I prefer Mito. With a gloomy aura from the last nickname and answering your question, giving a victorious smile to Minnie, who was waiting for the answer. She's just my neighbor, literally, we only talk when we're in front of the apartments. Minnie, she once told me you talked at school, but you didn't seem in the mood. Izuku, oh, when was that? Wait, did you guys talk about me? Embarrassed that they talked about him without him knowing, he'd rather not know when people talked about him. Minnie, why do you react like that? Said in a teasing tone while looking at the girls' section with Izuku, who wasn't looking at the clothes as he was engrossed in the conversation. Izuku, it just makes me a bit uncomfortable and embarrassed, with a slight blush at the embarrassment. Minnie, alright, Mito picks up a swimsuit look, trying to embarrass Izuku. Izuku, with a comical face looking at the suit and quickly looks away. Minnie, well, I thought you wouldn't stop looking at it, haha, leaving the suit there. Izuku, when did we get to the women's section? Covering his face, not realizing. Minnie, there's nothing wrong, Mito picking up a headband here. Hiding it so Izuku couldn't see yet. Izuku, why are you hiding it? Minnie, I don't want to show you any of the costumes yet, with a smile, putting on the headband behind her. Izuku, oh okay, hee. Later. We see Izuku with a litter box, also with several bags of food along with other bags of litter. Izuku, did you really need so much? It's just a kitty. With a bunch of stuff on him, all pure bags in the litter box. Minnie, yeah, I don't like going out much, to be honest, it's too much hassle, so I buy a lot at once with several bags like Izuku, but these bags had very little, mostly ramen and such. Izuku, I think you should eat healthier. You eat a lot of ramen, that'll cost you later. Minnie, nonsense, you sound like my mom, sticking her tongue out playfully, though Izuku found it cute. Izuku, don't you want to try other things? Reaching the car. Minnie, maybe, I don't know, shrugging. Izuku, then let me enlighten you, opening the car trunk and starting to leave the bags next to Minnie. At Minnie's house. We see Izuku and Minnie in the kitchen of the latter's house. Izuku, in the end, I had to bring my knives and stuff. With a sweat drop, Minnie in the background had an embarrassed aura for not bringing kitchen items. Minnie, I'll be honest with you, Mito, I don't know anything, not a bit of cooking. Izuku, wow, I didn't notice, with a neutral look, seeing that Minnie had nothing but a pan and a kettle, besides plates and glasses. Minnie, well. Izuku, it's okay. With the pan, I can cook. If you want, I can teach you, or I can do it, and if you like it, I'll teach you. Minnie, I prefer the latter option, I don't want to do any cooking right now, with a chibi face. Izuku, alright, he starting to grab a piece of pork. Minnie, what are you going to make? Peeking over the table in a cute way, along with the cat, who smelled the meat. Izuku, my favorite dish, of course. With a thumbs up pointing to his chest. Minnie, that would be? Without getting the answer she wanted. Izuku, Katsudon, scratching his cheek. Minnie, how did you learn to cook, Mito? Pouring food for the cat, who was meowing, waiting for them to finish serving him. Izuku, it was my adoptive mom, chopping some vegetables, then tossing them into the pan with the pork. Minnie, I think it's better not to ask about the adoptive part, with a slightly sad touch, noticing that Izuku doesn't have biological parents, just the term adoptive. And what are you studying, Mito? Petting the cat, who was eating, but the cat growled at her, so she stopped petting. What a rebel. I'll change your attitude, young man. Pointing her finger angrily at the cat, who bit her finger. Ouch. You'll see. Later, you'll see. Pointing with the other hand at the cat, who went to Izuku and started purring while rubbing against the boy's leg. And I don't get any affection. Comically crying. Izuku, looking at the cat, who clung to Izuku's leg while Minnie tried to shoo the cat away from Izuku to pet him. Minnie, I want affection too. Comically crying again, but stops when she feels Izuku's hand on her head. Huh? Asked, confused. Izuku, didn't you want affection? Said while petting Minnie's head, who just blushed and let herself be petted. Izuku. Is it just me, or does it smell like something's burning? Turning to look at the food, but it wasn't the food. Oh no, what could it be? In the background, Minnie had a fiery aura and a big blush while Izuku was petting her head.